Words. Chip words. Chip of words. Chip of the words. Words of the chip. I don't know. That's what Google translated that as. And we are here. Tired. Sad. Wondering how it's only been 30 minutes and my phone's already at 81%. Jesus Christ, phone. Lighten up, bro. Today is a day. It is a very interesting day. Good morning, time of day to people. Good morning. Good time of day. I am Setsuna Fox, and we're here with more Goddess of Victory, Nikke. And, hoping the stories is good as we want it to be, or dream it to be, after the,
Goddess of Victory, Nikke.
sadness of the Little Mermaid event. What's really funny about the event that I see a lot of people talking about, from what I've noticed, a lot of them are upset, like, keep saying that people are upset with, you know, there being Yuri. Like, you know, Little Mermaid and Mori being together in a romantic relationship or some kind. I haven't seen that. Anybody complain about that from my perspective? Like, all of the complaints I've seen are just the story was just bad. I could be wrong. But it's one of those weird moments. And I'm just like, did we play the same game?
Doesn't it feel great spending money?
So, it's one of those moments.
Another successful transaction.
Well, with the whole interaction between the two characters and how they acted, type stuff. People are all like they're together because they supported each other and, you know, stuff like that. And again, I don't have any problem with it. That, personally, to me, I could care less. My complaint was that it felt forced. Okay, there we go. It felt forced, it felt rushed, and it really didn't feel like a half anniversary event. That's how I honestly felt. It felt like there could have been a lot more to it. That's besides the point, because now we're going to be doing chapter 37 today. We're going to be diving into the main story. I'm not going to touch the new event. I've been doing it. We're going to touch the event, but I'm already in the last two chapters, and we're just going to finish that up and then go do the main story, because, no offense, I didn't want to really get into this event. I read the first thing, and then the moment they mentioned she had amnesia, I'm like, okay.
I hope to become the most
I'm out.
beautiful person in your eyes.
It was probably a pretty decent event. See, this is what pisses me off about Little Mermaids bonding. It's just her talking to herself. Like, it just feels weird. Like, it's, from what I've heard, people have said it's a good event. I personally don't want to see it because after the Little Mermaid event, I just feel very insulted by the event, by the writers. Hey, welcome, 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 welcome. Hello, Daryl. Hello, Logo. Hello, other people who may be lurking. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh. But yeah, the Little Mermaid event just soured me for a lot of stuff, and the fact that Arcana didn't even get revealed until a couple of days before her arrival before the update was really weird. It really felt like they just kind of threw it in there. It has been a long time. I've also been streaming on my my VOD channel, which I'm no longer doing. I'm just gonna upload everything to the VOD channel and go from there because I'm tired of trying to do two different things, switch between accounts to stream and so forth. It was just getting annoying. So here we are. But also, I have a new upload. There is a new video, not a short, a video of me playing Garden of Bonbon. For those who would like to see me play a game that is slightly scary, it had me terrified. That's all that matters to me. I know I chose the wrong one. But, happy late birthday. Happy late birthday.
Whenever I drink, I end up looking
The 30s. The greatest years of our life. I did not mean to click that. I meant to click the other thing. No, I did. Yeah. Wrong buttons. Oh, I'm tired. I am tired.
What do you say we go
But we're
back
gonna
and
have
enjoy the
fun.
festival again?
We're gonna have fun. Right after these short messages. Oh. But I don't have a problem with the event.
Here to steal.
I don't know. I think they just... I think Shift Up just needs to start trying to do something different. Because these events don't really do much of anything. Outside of the very specific events that they do. Like the one with the commander, with Mana, however you say her name. That had lore. And then the bready one, well, the one with
I'm glad you're safe.
with Crust.
Mission complete.
The one with Crust had some lore in it. But some of these events just don't have much lore at all. Or if they do have lore, it's just very minor.
I'm glad you're safe. Mission complete.
But the fact that they seem to just be dragging their feet. Like, I used to not mind these events, but looking back on it, I'm kind of getting annoyed. I'm probably just overthinking it and letting a lot of what other people say influence me right now. But I'm honestly kind of just like, it's the same thing every 2 weeks. Oh, no stage 2. We need a stage tour. Are you going to be 3s? What's going on here, people? No electric? Fine. No? Okay, fine. I'll be a Little Mermaid, just cuz. But, yeah, I may just be, like, letting other people's words influence me a bit too much, and I'm overthinking it. But, like, I'm gonna be honest. The half anniversary event was just awful. From a writing standpoint and an artistic standpoint, it just felt bad. And on top of everything else, the rewards that we got outside of the Drake thing they have going on, the Drake thing that gave you a bunch of free items for level ups and stuff, it didn't feel like thank you for playing our game, here's some more rewards. But that's just a me thing. What are we doing? Oh, co-op. My brain did not read that. Oh god, my brain did not realize. I was like, what the fuck are we doing?
Tell me the story of victory.
Under the light of the kingdom. Oh, glass slippers, full contact now.
My brain did not realize. Like, oh wait, we're doing the co-op. Co-op. We're doing co-op. I forgot that.
Tell me the story of victory.
Under the light of the kingdom. Oh,
I forgot we were doing the co-op.
Full speed ahead. Each fire.
Just as a heads up, there will be no stream Tuesday. I would like to stream, but if I get back home early enough from my doctor appointment, I have a doctor appointment
under the
Tuesday.
light of the kingdom. Oh, glass slippers, full contact.
If that happens, if I get home early enough, I might stream something. If not, I'll just take that as another Tuesday. Maybe chat with my friend. Because that was our whole plan the other day. Well, that was my plan to talk with him with last week, because I got a friend who's going through some stuff, and I wanted to be there for him in case he wanted to chat.
Full speed ahead. Each
But it is what it is.
Let me clear my throat.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Want co-op to end?
Under the
Damn
light of the
leader
kingdom.
constantly
Oh,
popping their
glass
burst
slippers,
before I
full
can.
contact.
Because I'm too lazy right now to actually, you know, put my hand over my button. God damn it!
Under the light of the kingdom. Oh, Shani.
Let me burst, you motherfucker!
Speed ahead. Each
Everyone follow me.
I want to burst! I want to burst all over the place!
Under the light of the kingdom. Oh, Shani. Glass
And don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining of the game. I'm not happy playing the game. I'm just unhappy with the way that the current event had been portrayed to us. I still love the game. Haha, my
Under
burst.
the light of the kingdom. Oh, Shani.
I just wanted to burst is all.
Glass slippers, full contact. I'll take you. Everyone follow me.
But yeah. I have faith. I have hopes they'll fix it. They'll make it better.
Under the light of the
You would
kingdom.
think that. You'd think that.
Full speed ahead. Each fire.
But look at Infinity Nikke. How they've literally crashed and burned. Infinity Nikke,
The story will be rewritten.
the game that
It's happy and beautiful.
the cozy open world adventure game turned into had developers that decided to restart the entire story and retcon everything for co-op. Changed the opening, changed the thing, forced all the players to go through with it. increased the number of gachas that you had to do. You don't have to do more gacha to get your stuff. Okay, I need you people to choose who you're going to be. Well, I look through and try to figure out where my... I don't want to be... fucking... fine. I don't want to be Exia, but I will. But I do hope the game gets better, because... I hope they take a lesson from the anniversary. Because you go from Old Tales to Unbreakable, and the writing is night and day. That's the problem. I can only hope that the 3.0 anniversary is going to be good. I can only hope.
Down with those who would threaten the kingdom.
Because I do want the game to succeed. And I know it can. I mean, it has been. But that's also under the aspect of, like... Under the aspect of, like, they're making decent stuff. God, this is confusing as fuck. Using a rifle to do this is confusing because it's super zoomed in. I may die. Why do we have 3 level 3 bursts? Darn it, I was hoping they'd miss. Wait, you can disable the blur effect? I have to look into that. But yeah, my main complaint with Unbreakable, and I'll just say this one last time, is the fact that the lead up to the event felt disconnected from everything. The only thing we had a connection to for that event was Cinderella and Grave going off to find Little Mermaid. That was really it. And while I don't have a problem with it per se, it could have been written and built up better. It had promise. And then it kind of went down.
A decimating breath.
Because we had potential. And then they wrote Mori. If Mori wasn't such a terribly written character, I would care. But seeing as how I didn't care for her at all, it just goes to show how badly written that was. Because we have multiple other Nikkes who are technically worse off than her, with tangible reasons why they should be written. Like, you have Anne, who literally forgets everything. Like, every day. She has, like, short-term amnesia. Like, we already know how horrible Missless is. We have Anne, who literally forgets everything every day. We had a whole event with her where she got her memories back and then she loses them at the end of it. Like, we know how terrible Missilus is. We had Rappy Roundhouse kick the CEO. I gotta go somewhere other than a sniper. God damn. I'm going Rosanna, fuck it. But no, like if they hadn't written Mori to be like, oh no, I'm so pathetic. Ugh, everything, I'm terrible at everything. There's nothing I'm good at. I'm the worthless rock on the side. That's what killed me. Is because everything that she was basically she was just pathetic. That's all her character was. There was like no redemption, no nothing.
Let's have some fun. Under the light of the kingdom.
And it really irritated me. Because that's not a good character. That's a cheap character. Written to sell. Or written to like be used in a story. I don't like that. Like, don't get me wrong, Mori could have been a really good character.
How do I look?
But they did her dirty.
Under the light of the kingdom. How do I look? Sexy, let's see who racks up more.
They did her so dirty. They did her so dirty. Like, I have a feeling she could have been amazing if she was written into a story that actually cared about her.
Let's have some fun.
But we don't have that. Instead, we got what Unbreakable Sphere was. I really wanted these to be over much quicker. Why do we have to get the easy fight? Why does this fight have to be so easy? Like, the hardest part is the train part, is this part. And that's only if you forget if you forget to shoot the thing.
How do I look? Sexy under the light of the kingdom. Fully active. Here's everyone follow me.
Oh wow, Rappy's thing did it all. That was interesting. I didn't realize Rappy's thing could burst could do that. Wow, I didn't realize Cinderella's outfit still showed her underwear line.
Let's have some fun.
As you can see it right there. She's wearing black. You can see what our Cinderella is wearing underneath it. Now that I mind, I still don't think it's worth the $20 to get it. Unfortunately, I don't think it's worth it. It's just a me thing, though.
No. How do I look? Sexy, perhaps? Under the light of the kingdom. Oh, shiny.
Oh wow, we almost failed with like 2 seconds.
That's why you don't want to get on my bad side.
I forgot I didn't realize Rosanna had a 40-second cooldown. That I did not know. But now I do. And knowledge is power. G.I. Joe. And let's not forget the Mihara 2.0 2.5 anniversary event. That was a really good anniversary event. I loved the Mihara 2.5 anniversary. Greatest event ever. Little Mermaid, who's that? I just know Mihara. That is also the other thing that pissed me off. That was probably the worst way to write. Go words. Go have a good day at work. Work hard, but not hard enough to pass out. Do just enough to get by, like I do. Alright, we got nothing. Good. Alright, now go do our arc stuff. But yeah, my main complaint... and I know it contradicts what I said earlier, but my main complaint is that the event was basically less about Little Mermaid, and it was about Mihara and Mori. One character we had only recently been introduced to, and the other character we've known, but technically don't know because she's been through like multiple memory wipes. And the other character we technically don't know, but apparently her Bond story says we do know her because we met her, and we're the ones that told her to go search for somebody that she could be related, like, you know, be friends with or whatever. Which is just dumb.
Ready? Anna! The winner! It's you!
I love how they contradict themselves so easily with the Bond stories. I don't know. I'm just hoping they do better in the next story update. I'm really hoping that in the next story update, the 30, 39, and 40 chapters, they actually start to get better writing. Because what I've heard so far has just been like sadness. And not in the emotional way, just in the very taxing way. But I will see how it goes, because we're going to be doing the chapters today. We're going to be doing chapter 37 today. I don't think we're going to get through 38. Mainly because I don't think we're going to have enough time to go through it all. Because I want to do the whole chapter. And I'm not going to be story skipping between parts, because we're going to talk like we usually do.
How do I look? Sexy.
Like, if I were to skip parts, I could easily get through it. But I want to, like, talk to you guys in between the story beats. So we can actually get time to talk about stuff. And, you
How
know,
do I look?
fawn over our favorite Nikkes.
I'll take lead. Everyone follow me and attack.
But I think the key problem with their storytelling right now that they have is they've mentioned they want the story to go on for like 20 years. Which, you know, in the long run is a good idea, have a lot of story prepared. And the bad run is you're basically writing a Marvel movie. Instead of writing the story that gets up to that point, you're writing it to be what's next. But we'll see. We will see. I have hopes that they're gonna get better. Because after what Black Beacon did, and after what happened with Black Beacon, and what happened with Infinity Nikke, and other gacha games that are doing it,
Under the light of the kingdom. kingdom.
They aren't going to be able to keep getting away with the bullshit they've been doing lately.
How do I look? Sexy, perhaps?
Now, there's some unjustified actions that people have done. But, yeah, it's... Trying to extort your players for more money is never a good thing. Ugh. There's a lot of stuff going on lately. Someone in chat, someone on my Discord showed me the Silver Palace trailer.
How do I look?
Show me the Silver Palace trailer for that new gacha game that's supposedly maybe coming out this year. I really hope it's this year, not next year, because I hate when games do that. I hate when a game developer showcases their game and then it doesn't come out for like 2 or 3 years.
Under the light of the kingdom.
I can't go through another Kingdom Hearts 3 incident. I can't sit there and wait years for a game to come out, only for it to come out 12 years later. Stop showing your games so early, people. For the love of God, developers. I know none of you are watching. Stop showing your games so freaking early. Show it the year it comes out. Have the test the year it comes out. Or something. Give us something to prepare and be excited for.
Light of the kingdom. Oh, shall kneel. How do I look? Sexy, perhaps?
Because I am really tired of games being like,
Everyone follow me?
new game trailer, yeah! Don't worry. 2055, you'll have the game in your hands. You almost killed her, you bitch. I saw that right at the end, too. Oh shit, she's gonna die.
Under the light of the kingdom. Oh, shall kneel.
I don't know why, but Naga always seems to be the one that dies.
Return to where you belong.
Hey, Demos. That's pretty much what it is. I get tired of those. Just show me the game. Like, don't get me wrong, Silver Palace looked good. And when it does come out, I will try it out. I don't know if I'll stick with it because,
As long as we're together.
again, it's a
I will
gacha
never
game.
fall.
And I'm getting tired of gacha games. Like, I play Nikke. Like, the only thing I do on Nikke is I do my dailies on my day off, and then I stream it 1 day a week. I don't touch the game outside of that. Like, what you guys see me do is what I do. I haven't done any of the Lost Sectors
Class is over.
since I last did a stream where we did Lost Sectors.
Everyone.
I did the event offline because it's an event and I don't want to stream it. But, like, I don't really go out of my way to do things.
Let's see just how good these junk heaps are.
Like, I was playing Wuthering Waves, and I do my dailies, and then when the story releases, I play that. I don't really touch it outside of that because, one, it's time-gated for everything. You want to farm enemies? Okay, well, you can only farm this many enemies before they're done for the day for some fucking reason. You want to farm materials to upgrades? Well, you can, but you only got so much stamina and whatever this is to run for the time being.
You're tougher than I thought.
You want to do a really hard mode? Well, okay, but there's a time limit, and if you don't complete it by then, you're fucked. What happened to the good old days of fighting a monster, like a hard endgame monster, and just being able to fight them until you win? But no, everything's time limits now.
Than I thought.
And I was in the Wuthering Waves Discord server, and they were like, if you take time limits away, it defeats the challenge. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. if I can't kill the enemy in 5 minutes because the enemy curb stomps me every time, is there any difference between me being able to fight as long as I want and still get curb stomped? No! There isn't! But no, I'm just hoping Silver Palace will be better. It looks intriguing, but as with trailers, I don't believe any of it until I actually get my hands on it, because we've all seen Watch Dogs.
What do you say we go back and
Well, I don't know. Some of you are probably young. You might not remember Watch Dogs. The original Watch Dogs. How all those cool cinematic trailers and reveals we had. And then we got the game. And it was nothing like any of those trailers. It played nothing like that. The gameplay looked nothing like it. The world itself looked nothing like it. But it came out for some reason.
Don't give up. Let me help.
Yeah.
just wait until I become an adult?
But, you know. Because that's what irritates me. It's like Kingdom Hearts 2 had the ending trailer. You know, the reveal for the next Kingdom Hearts game like they did in 1. Well, come to find out, that wasn't even for Kingdom Hearts 3. It was for Birth by Sleep. And then they just kept drawing it out, and drawing it out, and drawing it out. Until finally, 12 years later, we get the disappointing and lackluster Kingdom Hearts 3. That had to have a DLC added to it to fix the ending. That still didn't fix the ending. Like, I had so much hope for Kingdom Hearts 3 that when I finally got to play it, I couldn't even get the Ultima weapon because in order to do it, I had to do really dumb and stupid minigames that were less fun than they should have been. It felt nearly impossible to grind enemies because there was no... I couldn't figure out a good map to go and fight enemies to grind on. And it just felt... Of course, let me started on the reaction commands being removed and instead being replaced by Disney attractions. That was terrible. It looked cool the first few times, but the fact that it constantly happened. Ugh. And then to make it even worse, they kept the drive forms from 2, but they gave you some cheap ass downsized version of it that just felt like a slap to the face. It was weird. Like, Kingdom Hearts 2 will always be the best one to me. Kingdom Hearts 2 will technically always be the ending for me because it ended. Kingdom Hearts 2 ended the series. You have Sora and the gang back together. They're all back on their island. I know Xehanort isn't dead and all that stuff in 2's ending, but hey. It makes more sense than what we got in 3. After all those years of whatever the hell they were doing. No, go to mission. There we go. Okay, before we head off into chapter 37, I want to test something. It's 11K. We need 220,000, so we're 20,000 short. We're probably a little bit more short than that. I may regret this decision, but we're gonna do this. No, not Cash Shop. That is not the decision I was talking about.
Build you everything you need.
I may regret that decision, but I want to get everything up in one fell swoop. I don't think it's gonna work, but we're damn well gonna try. Can we do this? Now we're already starting to lose our chips. God damn, it is tanking our chips. They're going down fast. We might not be able to. Just for that alone. Boost, 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 boost. Can we do it? Can we hit 400? Did my calculations work? We got 5 levels left. 4 levels. 4 levels left. 3 levels. 2 levels left. Can we do it? Can we do it? Ooh, 400! Took a month. Took a literal month to get the 400 from 380. I have some power! Not a lot of power, because others can still kick my ass. Oh, man, that was hilarious. Yeah, we can do this now. We can do 10 levels of this, finally. Because I have so many of these. I literally don't know why they have it capped at levels. That doesn't make any sense. That's one of the strangest reasons, like, cap something is, like, Nikke level. Upgrade a Nikke one time. That one guy in PvP that finally caught up to you levels yesterday. That is true. Upgraded Nikke to level 400 for the first time. Also, Naga is now maxed out. Naga is now maxed on her upgrades. She is now perfected. Just like Yan. $165,000. It's over 9,000. So what's our power at now? 769,267. That is a good 65,000 power just from pure level ups. Just from leveling up. That's not anything else. And it's hilarious. Oh, man. Now that we're here, we should try something. Before we head off to the arena, before we head off to the main campaign. I want to see if I can finally catch back up to rank 5. I don't think I can. We're probably going to lose this one. Because I'll somehow have a shitty team. Which is technically true. Yeah. I really hate my server so much. Like, I feel like my server has a lot of pay-to-win people. But somehow I still come out on top, which is weird. Oh well, I tried. Oh, alright, let's get on to the main campaign. I don't have anything else. Do I? Maxed out. Maxed. 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 Not maxed. So Blanc. Guilty's good. Alec's good. They've been giving out a shit ton of stuff. Maximum boom. Boom! 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 They got a lot of skill book stuff, which is what I know they needed to do because of how crappy it's been lately. So we'll work on Blanc next. Just gotta save up. I say save up, but I could easily just fucking give her enough to level up. How many of these do I have again? How many of them do I have that are purple rarity? I have 2 that are SR. 1 that is shotgun. And a machine gun. How did I not give Yunwa 1? And I still have the box that has them in it. I still haven't used that. I still have the box that has, like, the ones you can select inside of it. I still haven't used it. I still have 4 boxes of those. How did you get a smudge on my glasses? I hadn't even touched my face. The one thing I hate about having glasses is that you could just be doing nothing. And then all of a sudden you'll be like, why is my glasses smudged? Come to find out you somehow have a giant smudge all over your glasses. Let's see, who deserves... You know what? Noir. Noir, I thought I had given you one. Apparently I did not. There you go. What was the last one? That was machine gun. Kilo. Kilo, my girl. Robot boy. There we go. Was that the only one?
What kind of function should I add from Talos this time?
Was there anybody else? Yeah, I'll go ahead and give it to Flora. Okay. Yeah, I still have 5 boxes. I haven't even used them yet. And I have 1,702 of these. Oh, good. It is the wind. That's what I wanted. I just need 250 and I can max her out. Might as well go ahead and use them. I have them sitting there. How did she go up in power? Just from the skill books. How did I make you so good? I did jack shit to this character. I didn't even try to get these things for her. Oh, that's charge damage. Strong bunny. Like, I didn't even try for any of this. Do I have enough to... I have some stuff. You know what? Let's run the gambit. Let's try it out. I will only use up to the once I get to the yellow one, I'll stop. I'm not going to touch any of those. I'm going to save those for the one I really want to use it on. We're going to see how this goes. I don't expect anything good. I know we got the 1 upgrade, but that's about it. Wow, it didn't even give me a full upgrade at just 1 level next. Oh, wow. I don't like using the yellow ones because It takes forever just to get one yellow case. Like, it takes way too long to get the supplies for these. How? How? What the f is going on here? They are, but they're ridiculously difficult to get. How? 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 The attack is good. That dropped her down. That's good. It keeps giving me defense. Crit damage, crit rate, ammunition capacity. Crit damage, elemental damage. You feeling lucky, punk? Pretty much. Okay. That feels more appropriate. Like, don't get me wrong. Blanca's a really nice character and I love her to death. Feel my pain. No, my pain was that she was my strongest unit a couple of minutes ago. She literally outpaced everybody and she was the most unoptimized character. You know how hard it is, the fact that I have other characters who I've actually tried to optimize, and they're weaker than her? Max ammunition, critical damage, hit rate. Oh, look at that, nothing. I don't really try to like min-max my characters either. But that's besides the point. Let's go start the thing that I wanted to do now. Campaign! We can finally start on chapter 37. This is hard mode. Why are we on hard mode? It's like 37. Wait, this is hard mode.
My feet keep getting caught in the hem of this dress.
It does get a little annoying after a while.
Target.
I trust you, teacher.
I will move as you wish.
I don't know why, but these ear sets are hurting my ears.
A little too many dance partners for my
Yeah, I had to suffer through Unbreakable.
Let's finish this quickly.
I was really hoping that the rumors
Just a
weren't
little
true and that Unbreakable was going to have a pretty good ending, but the fact that the dev interview got leaked, their own dev interview got leaked and spoiled the ending of hard mode. This was probably the worst event I've had.
The party
Hansel and
isn't
Gretel
over yet, is
being
it?
not on humanity's
Let's
side, the
go walk in and
cliffhanger
enjoy
ending.
ourselves.
I'm really hoping that the
Moving
3.0
is
anniversary is
for
going to
the
be good.
party. I will move as you wish.
I really am. And for the love of God, please just add the commander to the anniversaries at this point. Unless you do unless you're doing something in the past,
I'm sorry.
just stop trying to BS the commander out of a storyline. Or at least have a better story. Something, for the love of God. But also, if you're going to be cutting back so much on the story cutscenes and so forth, I think they can afford to add more story. I was just too lazy.
Your king has won another.
I was just completing Unbreakable, since I can only do this on the once a week. I can't really go out of my
Proceeding to
way.
target. Step back. It is dangerous. My feet keep
Like,
getting
I could
caught in the
easily
rhythm of this
do it
drive.
on my own, but I like to stream it. And, you know, I wanted to make sure
King
I had
shall
proper
secure
time to
another
do each
victory for the
chapter.
crown.
But I'm really hoping... I don't like doing quick battle unless I'm like... Unless it's hard mode, I understand, but this is just normal story. I want to talk to you guys as we go through each part, and so I can vent and stuff like that. Because I'm a streamer, I gotta do it differently. No, I just want to do it that way. If I wanted to skip everything, I would. But this is main story. I don't want to skip. I want to fight. I want to fight and I want to talk. I want to chat.
Did you see? Your king has won another victory.
I want to chat and talk about my balls.
Proceeding to
Oh.
target.
Why are you now 401? I'm only 400. I was 380 recently. I wanted to have enough stuff to just level up to 400 at once. Because I'm literally 400.
Moving.
I trust you, teacher. So
My feet keep
I mean, unless there's some massive power boost when you hit 401, which if there is, that's so fucking stupid.
Shall we start with a glass of
I was at 380 recently. I had been saving up my stuff to just power level to 400. And it worked! Barely! We had just enough stuff to get us to 400. My calculations were correct. But,
class is over. What do you say we go back and enjoy the
I did
festival
too.
again?
I had to convert items to 400.
Proceeding.
I trust you, teacher.
Moving.
I could have gotten it if I had waited another week, but I didn't want to wait anymore.
I've removed all the crystals from your arm.
Oh, I thought I hit
The interior
auto.
circuity is a bit of a mess, but you should be able to move around. It's a good thing the power to the arm was cut before it got worse.
What about my weapon?
You can still use it, but don't expect it to perform at full capacity. In your current condition, you can operate at about 10% of your normal max output.
Well then, considering that I'm usually 100 million times stronger than your ordinary Nikke.
God, do I hate Laplace.
How much stronger does that make me? You idiot. It's
I really just want them to stop
you're a
focusing on
million
Matisse
times
so much.
stronger. Whoa, you're like a math genius. Many villains are erudite doctors and scholars.
These two...
Laplace, try lightly clenching your fist.
Heroic fist clench. Uh-oh.
Loser. And I'm when a splintering sound can be
You
heard.
said lightly.
Let me take a look. I'll see what's broken.
I'm fine, Maxwell. One of the joints in my pinky finger got bent in a weird direction, that's all. No biggie.
And what would you consider a big deal? Your arm getting ripped off?
Yeah,
that'd be a huge deal.
Totally, the hugest.
Both of you, be quiet.
I wasn't even talking that loud. Fine, I'll be quiet.
Laplace, listen carefully. You can move your arm. You can hold a weapon. You can even fight. But with the shape that you're in, you should thank your lucky stars if you don't actively hold us back. I'm the mechanic for Matisse, and...
Funny, I thought you were their professional nagger. Boy, oh boy. Lovely weather we're having, aren't we?
Why does this just feel like a Marvel movie at this point?
I'm a mechanic, and so I know what I'm talking about. You should head back and undergo repairs before continuing.
Maxwell, we already discussed this. The matter is closed.
Fine. Do what you want.
Now, I know what some stuff's going to happen. I've been spoiled because I've read it. I've read some stuff, so I know these things. I know what's going to happen to Matisse. They get upgrades. And I literally feel like it's just horse shit. I'm sorry. Like, it's just so many characters getting power-ups and upgrades out of nowhere for some reason that honestly it honestly sucks out everything Rappy went through. Just to have other characters come in and be like, we have upgrades.
Of course. Probably.
That's just a me thing, of course.
Don't
Like,
worry, you ignoramuses.
that's just how I
We
feel.
may not have Cinderella or Grey Grey, but we'll be fine. Sure, we won't be able to depend on our two strongest members anymore, but it'll be okay. Totally fine. Yep.
Why do I feel worse now?
Oh, the Mihara thing was just pissed me off.
Woo!
That was just terribly written. That was
Maxwell.
just
Terrified
god awful.
Sewin.
What? Why are you saying that all of a sudden? I know that.
But I can handle it.
What in the world are you talking about?
Sewin is a villain. That much is certain. But if she were pushed, there's a chance. She'd become something even worse than that.
Good.
Sure. We could head back to the Ark and
Let her
use the
fucking
repairs
fall.
done.
She deserves it.
Quick and
Her and
easy.
her sister.
But I worry that something even as innocuous as that could push Sewin over the edge.
She deserves it. She's a bitch.
That's why we need
Shut
to
up,
go.
phone!
If we want to stop Sewin from going even further into the dark side,
She
we need to accomplish something while we're out
fucked
there.
up Uni.
Commander, did you hear that? Drake is actually making sense.
That's not good. I can hardly believe my ears. Holy shit, Drake actually...
Let's move out. Let's go.
The gasp. Lapis and Drake march on confidently, regardless
Wow,
of the
they
fact that they
actually
literally almost
Took our
died.
situation into serious consideration.
Maybe you were too harsh on them before.
Maybe a little, but they're still a bunch of morons.
That much is true.
Anyway, we should get going.
Giving old characters new powers upgrade the bust. Like, she didn't even get an upgrade in the bust. She just got a more revealing
I will
outfit.
protect you as I protect all my subjects.
Like, I'd feel something if, you know,
Just a little more.
the Mihara event was actually a Mihara event and it wasn't supposed to be a Little Mermaid event. But instead, we got the Little Mermaid Mihara event. Because, you know, that's what we all wanted to see on our 2.5 anniversary. The anniversary character getting shafted so hard that they didn't even give her a cutscene for her epic engage moment. When she gets to shout, engage. Or contact, or whatever the fuck they shout, I forget. Like, don't forget that there's, like, encounter. Like, she didn't even get a cool cinematic for that. Maxwell upgrade might be a callback to an old skin. Probably. I just know, I think they've mentioned that...
Trust you, teacher. So
I think they mentioned that the, I think they mentioned that Absolute and, Matisse, their upgrades aren't actually overspec.
a little too many dance partners for my taste.
From what I understand, they mentioned that. I don't take that with a grain of salt, because that could just be them trying to cover up that they are overspec. But my problem with it is that overspec should be reserved for really unique upgrades. Not just, oh look, story demands I get an upgrade. Oh look, I now have 2 cores. Oh look, I'm now equal to this character who went through years of trauma. Hee hee. That's what irritates me about Mihara. The fact that, one, her upgrade came out of nowhere.
Able to protect everyone.
There was no build-up. There was no acknowledgement. There was no... It wasn't earned. It could be. Like, I would not mind having, you know, those skins be added to the character as a costume.
Moving. Is this a new venue for the party? I will move as you wish.
But the Mihara thing was just like a thing that comes out of left field. It's like if Goku versus Vegeta on Earth, but all of a sudden Vegeta and Goku both go Super Saiyan at the same time. You know, there wasn't anything earned between their fight. They just magically go Super Saiyan. And that's what that felt like. It was just like, oh look, power up. They did! Her new form was all they needed. They didn't need to give her an overspec. She did not need an overspec. They've given characters new forms before. You had the seasonal outfits, which are the same characters with slightly different things going on. Those are new forms. You do not need to justify an overspec unit. You need to give us a proper build-up for that unit. Rappy's build-up to be an overspec unit made fucking sense. Mihara's justification for overspec is she just got shoehorned into it. If they put the new Mihara as a fucking summer unit, I will be pissed. I will probably quit the game. I'm not gonna lie.
If we subdue her like we did before, I'm sure she would.
Like, I just want Yan, my favorite character Yan, to have a new SSR. Or a new outfit. As long as Yan keeps getting new stuff, I will probably love the game forever. I don't think that's going to be an option for us any longer.
She's going to be more wary of us than ever. The more I think about this, the more frustrated I get.
Yeah, it's all because of
That made
Lapis.
the first move and tried to consume Laplace's weapon. And then when that didn't work, Leviathan was the one who used the crystals. We were only acting in self-defense. Those crystals cut through Laplace's parts like a hot knife through butter. And that's what caused the malfunction.
Hot
It wasn't
butter.
her fault. We're the victims here. And yet she's acting like we're the ones who betrayed her.
We'll have to try and get that point across to her when we talk. Things escalated quickly, and it was hard to keep a cool head. The fact that we were
Head.
enemies didn't help matters.
It feels like we're getting the
And that's what I was talking about. We don't need that
Don't
overspec
appreciate it.
unit being a fucking summer unit.
Maxwell, look at this! Hurry, hurry!
Considering we never met her to begin
See
with.
for yourself. Hurry, hurry!
Because apparently the new meta in Nikke is to introduce characters that the commander has never met. Little Mermaid. Never met her. Bonding experience, she talks to herself in her head. Mori. We've technically never met her. Bonding experience, we somehow have met this character, who we've never met. Mihara. Bonding experience. She remembers somebody that was us from however long ago. But we've never met this one. I'm getting very annoyed with the way they do these things. I don't read it either, but it's easy to see if you just kind of look through the first few things that they talk about.
Rappy, come look at this. Quickly.
I usually always skip over those two as well. Vast expanse of black liquid stretches out before us. Within it, a mass of writhing, snake-like creatures can be seen.
Minions summoned by Leviathan, and quite a lot of them.
Now,
Using
Sirens
my
is
vision,
just
I detect at least 30.
boring as shit.
Same goes for my villain vision. No worries, I'll deal with this vermin in a jiffy.
You can do that?
Actually, probably not.
I shouldn't even get mad at this point. I should expect these kind of answers from you.
I
Looks like
agree.
we have to go around. It'll be a long detour.
It doesn't seem like we have much choice. These things are tyrant class. They may not be all that strong on their own, but in a group.
Should I try flying us over one by one? Of course, if I were to fall in, you'd end up as worm food. Or snake food, rather. Still though, it may be worth a shot.
Absolutely not. The risk is way too fucking high.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be cool?
Alright, I'll admit that it would be cool, but still.
Subordinate.
Helm, what is it? How the fuck are you talking to us right now?
Do you have a moment?
I'm kind of in the middle of something, but go ahead.
Brace for impact.
Oh, here's the other bullshit thing that they introduced into the series. One side of her vision brightens. From a distance, a massive beam surges ahead in a straight line. Meow. The black sea in front of us is engulfed in a blinding light that forces me to close my eyes. Once the light and heat begin to subdue, I slowly open my eyes. The massive snakes in the black sea are gone, replaced instead by a smoldering patch of scorched earth.
Do we have a new hero?
I whip my head toward the direction of the beam. Huh! That actually hurt my neck. The Admire? How the fuck did it get here?
This is the Aegis Squad, reporting from the Admire. We will be joining the Commando Unit's surface exploration operation.
Woohoo!
But how?
Yo ho ho.
How are they joining us? I thought the Admire would never ever come up to the surface ever because, you know, that wouldn't make any fucking
I have
sense.
no choice but to fight.
Because didn't they say the Admire would never actually see combat? And I don't count the seasonal events as actual, like, happenings sometimes, because some of that stuff never makes any sense. And I won't. Oh, it. But no, I hate this next part because apparently they just yada yada how the Admire gets up here and is able to do what it does by saying nanomachines can do it. But apparently the nanomachines are the exact same. Okay, you know what?
How do I look?
You're fucking. You should all be dead, you stupid goddamn shielders.
Under the light of the kingdom, all shall kneel.
Oh, apparently the Admire gets up to the surface and can do what it does here on the surface, the black liquid, because they gave it some nanomachine technology thing that allows it to do this. But it doesn't make any sense because the nanomachines are what
Long time no see,
can
everyone.
used for the nymph.
It's been a while.
Well, we'll finally see if it what exactly
Wow,
how it goes.
It's kind of strange seeing the Admire up on the surface.
Yeah, that background
Timing was
too.
impeccable, all of you. A mobile base like this is precisely what a hero like me needs.
I was just about to make my move. You all stole my thunder.
You had no move.
Oh, sorry. We didn't mean to. We'll make sure to time it better next time.
Oh, sure.
If I just respond to Drake's nonsense as if it were normal, does that disarm her?
Rappy coming with these realizations. I'm surprised, Helm. This isn't like you.
Why do you say that?
Knowing you, I thought for sure you'd contact me as soon as you got approval to join our operation. Not only that, you'd be explaining the bombardment plan in excruciating detail beforehand. And the laser beams would have been hit me before I could even do anything.
Oh, that. Is your presence here classified? Secrecy isn't exactly possible when there's a hulking ship like the Admire involved.
Yeah, how did you get it up to the surface in the first place?
She was acting on advice from me, the great pirate Mast. Following you in secret, only to step in at the critical moment. And saving the day all with minimal dialogue. Now that, my friends, is how a true pirate does it.
I think Mass voice actress is different.
What she's saying is true.
I even managed to convince the boss. That means everyone is embracing the Buccaneer way of life.
It's incredible when you think about it.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, like, I can't tell if it's her, if it's a different voice actress, or if it's just...
At any rate, we're joining this operation.
Or it's just the way
Looking
she's
forward to
talking.
working with you again.
I do find something rather strange, though.
I figured you'd have questions. Ask away, and I'll answer as best I can.
Okay, first question. How is the Admire even afloat right now? We're not in the open ocean after all. It may look like water, but this is all liquid metal.
We've deployed a wave disruptor that breaks down the makeup of nanomachines. It's something that Elysian has been developing for a long time. Something intended to go up against heretics. This black liquid, what we officially call
That!
matter, is a substance made of nanomachines. And so the theory was that this disruptor would prove effective. And it has indeed proven to be a resounding success. Now, even though we've broken down the structural integrity of the dark matter, it still remains as liquid metal.
They just solved the entire problem with the nymph right there. You don't use nanomachines for something else when you have nanomachines used for inside the brain. Terrible Writing 101 is having one thing do too many different things. So when you have nanomachines in their brain, you know, working the nymph and everything else, and then all of a sudden you have other nanomachines doing whatever the Admire is doing, that's when it's terrible writing. It's also used as bullshit to just speed along the process. You could have just said they had outfitted the Admire with like, you know, some devices that help it, you know, repel the liquid to be like it could float on water. You know, anything other than we have this thing that does nanomachines to do more nanomachines to negate the nanomachines to nanomachine this. Anything could have been better than what they did.
While this greatly reduces the Admire's mobility, the fact that it can move at all is what's important. So, for this operation, the Admire will be primarily acting as a mobile base and providing bombardment support?
Aye, that's correct. It's unfortunate that I won't be able to show off my superior navigation skills. But since our movement is so limited, there's not much we can do about it. Right now, we're essentially a stationary turret.
But given the Admire's
With giant
gargantuan
guns.
size, you guys could also use it as a
6 of them
bridge
to be
across
precise.
dangerous terrain. Like right now, for example.
Good point. We'll be able to use it to bypass some of the black liquid. Alright, second question. How did you get here? We're not even remotely close to open water.
The Admire is amphibious.
What? Really?
Yes.
That's absurd. Why would a company invest so much money and technology into preparing for a war on the surface, not knowing when it will begin?
Hard to say. Perhaps it's merely a difference in corporate ideology.
Huh?
Elysian's enemies are always up on the surface. And so Elysian's future also rests on the surface.
So didn't they say the Admire is amphibious? I thought that meant that it... Hold on. Isn't amphibious only water-based, or am I literally just being dumb? Okay, land... Okay, never mind. It's relating to, living in, or suited for both land and water. Yeah, it is. It's just a bullshit excuse to say the Admire can walk. Like, you literally could have just said the Admire can transform into a giant robot. That would have been more believable than it's amphibious. Does it have tires? Like, if the Admire is amphibious and can get on land, why aren't we driving the Admire around, shooting laser beams at things, okay? Come on. You're introducing so many plot holes. You have a walking, hulking mobile fortress. And you're not using it. It's less expensive than building a Nikke. You don't need human brains. It can fire laser beams that can kill raptures.
I suppose that's true.
Just make Gundams at this point.
And that our enemies, and therefore our future, lie with the Ark.
Is it all right if I ask a question?
Of course.
Of all squads, why is it Aegis that got sent here?
Aren't you being a bit harsh, Rappy?
I'm hurt.
In a way, understanding the true meaning hidden in what may seem to be a rude question, and then giving an appropriate answer is what any true adventurer would do.
Huh?
Very sharp, Rappy. I expect no less from you. You're right. It would make much more sense for Absolute or Mighty Tools to be here rather than us.
Or
However, the reason that the
or my
Aegis
girl
Squad came
Yawn,
here
just send
is
her.
that there's something only the Admire can do. Everyone, will you follow me? I have something to show you.
Is there gonna be a rapture core in the heart of the
She looks
Admire?
So cool doing that.
So cool. I'm not saying that. No. No. Fuck you, game. I'm not saying so cool. If Modernia can get a Gundam, we can get a Gundam. Exactly! If Modernia can get a Gundam, if Nihilister can get a Gundam, if Indivilia can get a Gundam.
My feet keep getting caught in the hem of this dress.
Near the ruins. While it may be a bit far to say for sure, there appears to be parts belonging to Scorpion and Chatterbox near the ancient castle ruins. Not sure how they got here, but it's probably a good idea to snatch them up. Come to think of it, the combination is odd. What are Scorpion and Chatterbox parts doing in the same location? Alright. Oh, interesting. Tidbits of lore.
Proceeding to target.
Well, now Lister transformed into a dragon.
Step back. It is dangerous.
2 rapture cores.
Moving.
I don't know. I'm just... The nanomachine disruptor wave thing was just really bullshit writing. And then the Admire being amphibious. I'm just like, really? Up until now, the Admire has always been floating in water in a tank. And a pool in the Ark. If it's amphibious, why do you not have it outside of the water so it's easier to fucking clean? Again, it's just one of those things that just like really irritate me because it's writing done wrong.
As we're together, I will never fall.
It's writing done in the strangest manner.
Step back. It is proceeding to target.
Again, I don't mind bullshit pulled out of their ass scenarios, but they need to make
I'm
sense.
actually good in real life battles.
I mean, if you can give Kilo a Gundam, she's got a Gundam. She's in a Gundam. Talos is a Gundam. I don't care what you say. If Talos was a good 4 or 5 more stories tall, he'd be a Gundam. Talos is just a baby Gundam.
I can still keep fighting.
Now, don't get me wrong. I have complaints about the story, but I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying it. I have complaints. This is one of the few times I'm actually
The party isn't over
angry
yet, is it?
about the way they've done
Let's
it.
go back and enjoy ourselves.
Yep, there's a sparkly.
Venue for the movie.
Sparkle, sparkle, you're the one. Sparkle, sparkle, gonna slap you in the face. Oh, I forgot about this part.
So, let me get this straight. A niece wants to do a farewell performance so she can retire from being a pop star. And to do that, you need to get the old group back together again. However, you don't have any way to contact them, and so you want to use my channel to accomplish that. Am I missing anything?
Nope, that's everything. 10 out of 10 summary, Dorothy.
I don't even know where to start with this. So, you both used to be pop stars.
No, not me. Even though I've got more than enough star power to pull it off. It was just me.
Who are these two behind you?
Oh, these guys? They're lending us a hand with all this.
I'm Irie, and this is Avistar.
We're from the Overseer Squad.
I forgot about them completely.
Sorry, but I don't like talking to strangers. I'll have to ask you to leave.
I'm a big fan.
Huh?
Could I get your autograph?
Well,
You saved the Ark when the Raptures invaded. You appeared like an angel and defeated the heretic in one strike.
I don't even think she's being clever. I think she's
Such
literally
a
just
huge
infatuated.
impression on me. I even made it the background photo on my phone.
Takes out her phone and shows it to Dorothy. Revealing a photo of Dorothy the moment she appeared in the Ark.
You can't exactly sign the screen, but could you possibly sign the back?
I haven't really practiced my signature.
That's okay. You can just write down your name.
She's
don't
literally a
have a pen.
fangirl.
Could I at least get a photo then?
Sorry, I don't like taking photos.
How about this? I can open up the Notes app on my phone, and you can type out your name.
What would be the point of that?
The fact that you held my phone in your hands would be meaningful in itself.
No, forget it.
Please? It'll be quick.
Dorothy types her name into Erie's phone.
Satisfied?
Thank you. I'll treasure this phone and pass it down through generations.
Whatever.
You can't have kids. I'm very
Can we get
confused.
this conversation back on track? So, can we borrow your channel for a moment? Just for one day?
Why would I ever agree to such a thing?
Because we're friends? Yeah.
You do realize she
Because
hates
we
your
spent
guts.
Some time together on the surface doesn't make us friends.
Aw, come on. We've gotten into a few scraps with each other before, but that only makes us closer.
If we become any closer, we'd have each other at gunpoint before long.
Please, that would be so
Wait,
cool. I mean,
we've already
oh,
done
that's so
that,
sad.
So we must be super duper close then.
I don't think she had a gun pointed at
Shot
you.
each other. That practically makes us lifelong friends.
Did they actually firefight with each other?
Come on, please. I'll even settle for a half day.
Sorry, but I have more important things being shown on my channel. I don't have time to deal with these trivial personal affairs of yours.
Actually, now that you mention it, what kind of show are you doing, Dorothy? Oh, right. What exactly have you been doing with the channel?
I'm advertising.
Oh.
Wow, no kidding. Is Eden going to open soon?
No, that's still a ways off.
Then why are you advertising it?
For the future. The Ark and the Eden will become closer and closer, eventually forming an alliance.
and I will become an ambassador between the two. In preparation for that, I'm cultivating a positive image for Eden.
Hey, what are you scheming?
Nothing. Do you think I have some...
I do like how smart Anise can technically be.
I'd say that much is obvious.
Even if I had other intentions, there'd be no reason for me to hide it. Who would stop me?
Us.
You two jokers? Without Robbie? Don't make me laugh.
Okay, you're starting to piss me off.
Tell someone who cares.
Now I'm mad.
I'm not gonna lie. If they actually went through with this and had like a confrontation with Anise and Dorothy and had them fight and had like an epic moment, I think that would have been better than what we're gonna get.
Me too.
Huh?
What do you think? You didn't expect us to get that angry, did you? Bet you didn't see that coming.
I'm getting tired of this. Please leave.
You're tired? Would you like a shoulder massage?
What the... No!
Sound of someone typing furiously at a keyboard echoes through the air. Everyone's eyes turn to Avastar, who pushes up her glasses and begins to speak.
I've done some research on Dorothy's channel. Her viewership ratings are through the floor. There are only a grand total of 2 posts pertaining to the channel. One from a user named Sing Sang Song, which says, "So boring." And another from Perooting that goes, question mark, huh? Even for a small channel, these ratings are pathetic. And the average number of related posts is around 1,000 per program. If I were to guess, I would say the only people who see your channel are people who accidentally stumble upon it while channel surfing.
What specifically are you showing on this channel anyway?
From the looks of it, just a single video played on a continuous loop. The file is called Eden, Paradise on the Surface.
She's literally just playing one video again and again?
Yes.
Let me see it.
Here.
After plays the video opens on a beautiful landscape shot of the surface. Lush verdant grass and trees, a clear blue sky, and pristine flowing brooks. Over the images, there is a voiceover narration from Dorothy.
The last piece of paradise on the surface. Eden awaits you.
Video ends and starts from the beginning again.
What is this?
It's a promotional video for Eden.
I didn't see any footage of Eden in there.
It's meant to be symbolic. Besides, we can't reveal Eden's location.
This video stinks.
Huh?
It stinks big time.
I knew you wouldn't understand. Do you have any idea how many messages are packed into this short video?
Also welcome. Hi. Hello. But also, like, Dorothy was an aristocrat, right? She was a high-ranking, like, noble's daughter or whatever. You'd think she'd have more common sense for this type of stuff. Like, this just seems like lowballed for her type of, like, devious scheme to destroy the Ark. Daughter of a politician. You think she'd be a lot smarter than this. Somebody mentioned this before, and actually watching this scene and seeing it happen kind of makes me go, like, do they actually know what they're doing with Dorothy at this point?
No, I don't.
But also, hello, Red. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Like I said, I hardly expected someone like you to
It's not just me. No one could understand this crap. Your channel is a complete dead zone. No one is watching it. I've never seen such miserable statistics in my life.
If you had any clue how much media is consumed by people in the Ark, you'd realize how embarrassing those viewership numbers really are. This isn't an ad. It's a whole bunch of nothing. No wonder it hasn't gotten any exposure.
Time will solve that.
Listen here, Miss High and Mighty. Any piece of content that doesn't make an impact right out of the gate is dead in the water. We might as well get a tombstone for this channel because it's as good as buried.
Now, granted, she doesn't know how the Ark operates. So, maybe what Dorothy's doing would work technically before things happen like they are now. Where the Ark is basically like TikTok, where if you're not having something interesting happen every 5 seconds, people tune out.
Do you have any idea how much high-quality content gets released every single day? This video is so lame, no one would even think about using it as a screensaver. Ugh, someone get me a tissue. I'm tearing up thinking of how the Ark's core electricity is being wasted on such a terrible video. Lend us your channel for a day, and I promise we'll raise your viewership ratings.
Using shock to grab attention isn't my style.
Do you want to sit here and play this video again and again for all eternity? I don't know what your goal is, but this won't get you anywhere, no matter how long you wait. It seems to me that you're trying to appeal to the people, yeah? Otherwise, why would you broadcast this in the first place? If you want to do that, you need better exposure. We can help you with that. We'll raise your ratings without touching your precious video. So, let's make a deal.
Fine. As long as you don't tamper with the original video.
All right. It's a deal.
So then, what is your plan?
Leave that to us. Just get everything ready for the handover.
Yeah, like, I can see and understand that Dorothy would, you know, how she would act towards it, making sense from years ago. So, like, I can forgive her from, like, her actions now, because she may be a daughter of a politician, but she was also the daughter of a politician hundreds of years ago. You know, before the Ark became what it was. Which we know has been a good couple hundred years by now.
Did you see? Your king
So while her actions make sense, yeah, like, she doesn't really, like, you know, Eden isn't the Ark. Eden doesn't have the same stuff as the Ark, where it's like, you've got to keep people entertained for the rest of their life in this underground prison.
moving. Proceeding to target.
I'm fairly certain there's something here, but I'm not entirely sure. I think I'll need to dig out and dig to find out for sure, but honestly I have no idea where to start. You set aside a day to try digging. Below the north.
I will move as you wish. Is this a new venue for the...
I'll follow along.
Yeah, like, it makes sense in her character not really understand how the Ark works, and thinking that, oh, this would make sense. This would, you know, this would work for most normal people. Not realizing that everybody in the Ark has the mind of a goldfish. It's like, I can forgive that aspect of the writing. Because again, just because you're, you know, somebody was a politician, that's an insult to goldfish. Can't help it, I just calls them like I sees them. I calls them like I sees them, broskas.
still keep fighting.
But I want to mention, real quick, for those who would like to see more content from me, I have my YouTube channel. On my YouTube channel, I release videos every Thursday of gameplay that I don't stream. Today, I released, or Thursday, I released Garden of Banban, Episode 1. If you'd like to check it out, feel free to do it. My editor worked very hard on it. If you watch it, at least watch it for their sake. Because again, I did the easy part. I just sat in a chair and played a video game. My editor actually sat down and did the hard part. So if you could watch it, if any of you would feel free to watch it, it would be very nice of you to do so.
My feet step back. It is moving.
You can like, comment, subscribe, smash that like button. But no.
Shall we start?
I will have another episode. We will be continuing on with hit that bell. I don't even know if the bell works sometimes. Because I have a work friend who tries to support me, and even with the bell turned on, his phone never sends him any messages about when I go live and stuff. Because he likes to see like, you know, D&D.
Follow me next.
Then again, it's YouTube, and I don't expect to make big numbers. My goal for like any video is like 10 views. If I can get 10 views, then I'm okay. But again, every Thursday, new videos comes up every Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Where I play random different games. And next week will be... Next week will be the continuation of Me-Side.
I'm sorry.
I don't know if I'll have any other new episodes anytime soon. Because my editor is going through some stuff. And I don't want to try to put pressure on him. So I'm trying to give them, you know, enough personal space. Just check up on them. Which I should probably do real quick.
As long as we're together, I will never fall.
Yeah, my editor's going through some personal stuff.
Encounter.
And I want to be there for them, which is why I didn't stream Tuesday, in case they wanted to talk. I was gonna stop. I wasn't gonna stream Wednesday, but they said they were feeling a little better.
It is time to show the majesty of the kingdom.
But of course, everybody recovers at their own time. And I can't be mad, and I can't be upset, because I want to be there for my friend.
Still keep fighting. Did you see? Your king has won another victory.
But yes, so we do have a couple more weeks left for the videos that I currently have.
Follow along. Step back. It is dangerous.
And if anything, I'll try to edit a video myself and get it uploaded.
My feet keep getting caught
Until
in
he's
the hem of
until
this
I can get
dress.
until he's fit and fiddled and ready to get back on it. Until then, Got a couple more episodes I can work
Time to
through.
show the majesty of the kingdom.
But I do want to try to do recordings because I'm having fun with them. I'm recording different videos that I haven't streamed before. Got a lot of stuff that I've been recording that I'm having fun with.
How do I look? Sexy, perhaps?
I got a pretty decent backlog going.
Under the light of the kingdom.
Again, I didn't record this week because of my friend, just making sure I was there for them in case they wanted to talk for any reason whatsoever.
Sexy, perhaps? I'll take lead. Everyone follow me and attack.
I love when the enemy doesn't spawn fast enough for you to murder them.
I can still keep fighting.
When you murder them too fast, the enemy can't
Did you
spawn.
see? Your king has won another victory.
Yes, me side will be coming up this Thursday for those who are interested in it.
Step back. It is dangerous.
My feet keep getting caught in the hem of this dress.
Episode 3, and the quality for episode 3 will be dramatically better than the first 2 episodes.
I will send you off without pain.
Because that was when I got my settings corrected. Episode 3 and onward of the recordings for me side have much better quality than the first 2. Because that's when we actually got the encoder corrected. So the quality of the video will be much nicer. Because I realize I'm an idiot.
I'm glad I was able to protect everyone.
There's our baby girl. Maybe Modernia will finally get an upgrade in 3.0. The 3-year anniversary will finally have Modernia take the spotlight. Because, you know, we haven't seen Modernia in over a year.
Watch me closely.
I'm just really hoping they properly build up the 3.0 anniversary. Because currently right now, I don't see how they're going to do 3.0. Because you really can't have Cinderella, Grave, and Little Mermaid and Mori now just stumble their way on to Hansel and Gretel in the next update without any real build up to it.
As long as we're together, I will never fall.
They'd be like a Marvel movie saying, "Hey, look, you fought the bad guy, but he's the bigger bad guy right over there."
Encounter.
My feet keep getting caught in the hem of this dress.
Well, then maybe you should cut the dress, Red Hood.
Then, let's get this show on the road. Does anyone here know how to make videos by any chance? Well, there goes all that confidence. And you were doing so well. First and foremost, nothing is ever going to come out of that video. It's dry as dirt. If we want to get more eyeballs watching, we need to win people over with some other videos. Remember when we made that promotional video for the Aegis Squad? Yeah, but the commander filmed all that. We only came up with the idea.
You mean the one that was shown at the boat party? That video is the stuff of legend. Unfortunately, it got a bit buried under all the press surrounding the terror attacks. But it's still become something of a cult favorite.
I suppose that makes sense. Anyway, does that mean there's no one here who knows how to make videos? If that's the case, I guess we have no choice but to outsource. Let's see.
I know how to do it.
You do?
Why did you wait to speak up?
Yes, I've made several promotional videos in the past.
Are you talking about the promos for Elysian? Those are all a bit too... how do I put this? Fire and brimstone for my liking.
No, those videos were made by the marketing team.
Then what videos did you make?
Something
More Modernia and Snow White would be
Why
nice.
do I not entirely believe you?
where I excel is the editing process, stitching together pre-existing footage. I'm not as strong when it comes to ideas.
So, as long as someone else points you in the right direction and provides some footage, you'll be good to go?
Yes.
Then there's no problem at all. I'm practically a wellspring of ideas. You know, A little modesty never hurt anyone. That means our only problem is finding source material. Yeah. What kind of video are we aiming for? As the wellspring from which all ideas flow, I've got something in mind. Oh, I forgot to take a picture.
What picture?
Of Dorothy.
What are you up to now?
Nothing strange. Don't worry. Irie,
Yes?
if you get me a photo of Dorothy, I'll pretend I didn't see you secretly copying her fingerprints. Oh, can you give me a voice sample while you're at it? You do realize that it's illegal to possess a pilgrim's personal data, don't you?
Fine. I'll get you what you need.
Holy shit.
Thanks.
She was stealing information.
Delete all the other information you gathered.
I will.
What in the world are you two talking about?
Should I explain?
No, I'll tell her. When Dorothy touched my phone, I copied her fingerprints. I also secretly took several photos and recorded her voice.
Dang.
God
You're
damn.
not just a fan. You're a fanatic.
Not in the slightest.
God
Just merely
damn.
pretending to be a fan of hers.
Holy shit.
Aim.
She was playing us like a
Dorothy's
fiddle.
Nikke, she must have been built using technology found in the Ark. I wanted to analyze her voice and fingerprints to uncover her past records. To be precise, it's not exactly a fingerprint. More like a ballistic analysis. I wanted to figure out what her body is composed of, whether there is any damage, and if there is, if those damage patterns correlate with any specific areas or weapons. My phone screen has a rudimentary analysis tool built into it. Since she only touched it briefly, I wasn't able to get any detailed information, but what I did get was still worth securing.
Why do you say that?
A pilgrim conveniently pops out of nowhere to save the Ark, just in the nick of time. And now she's running her own TV channel? I'd be crazy not to be suspicious of that.
I would agree.
I thought investigating her past might reveal something. Everyone has some skeletons in their closet. That's our team motto. If we're unable to uncover what Dorothy did in the past, we can better ascertain what her goals might be.
Why are you so obsessed with digging up dirt?
Actually, clever girl.
Inspection unit. Digging into people's past is what we excel at.
Is that why you joined up with us on this little venture?
No, I only got curious when I met Dorothy face to face. However, since Neon caught me, I'll have to wait for another chance.
Ha! You won't get past my supervision.
My suggestion is not to try anything like that again.
I'm more surprised Neon was that,
If
like,
I'm being
observant.
honest, I find you two most suspicious of all. You're being awfully chummy with an unidentified pilgrim. And you're cooperating with her without knowing what her intentions are.
What? Are you worried that Dorothy might destroy the Ark or something?
That's her whole scheme.
Right.
I hope she does.
Holy shit.
What?
What do you think, Neon? Will that work?
Yep, this should do the trick. Now then, Avistar.
Yes.
From now on, I'm the brain and you're the muscle. I'll think and you make.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, let's do this, my fellow bespectacled friend.
Oh, I've got glasses too. Can I join?
Of course. Welcome to the Spectacles Alliance.
Huh. I just realized I'm the only one here who doesn't wear glasses.
I'm literally a niece in this situation. I just realized they all three have glasses.
That now. At any rate, could you please leave? This area is for Spectacles Alliance members only.
What the? You all came here in the first place because you wanted to help me.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't mind this, but what was the point of having us go with the commander and then all of a sudden cut to the stuff with Anise? This feels like if they're gonna split it up, they should probably have more stuff happening. Like, you think they would have had more,
Under the light of the kingdom, all shall kneel.
more story points to pick it up.
Return to where you belong.
Because it feels like they're just trying to buy for time. Purr. Purr. I can't purr like a cat, so that's all you get.
As long as we're together, I will never fall.
That's about as good as I can get purring like a cat.
P-R-R-R-R-R-R.
P-R-R-R-R-R-R. That was hilarious.
Moving. Proceeding to target. Is this a new venue for the party? I will move as you wish.
That was good. That made my day.
Engaging with enemy.
Oh, that made my day. If you know what I'm saying.
Next.
I wish I knew what I was saying. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I just know what I'm saying.
I'm glad I was able to protect everyone. I will move. Encounter. My feet keep getting.
I will move and counter. I will move and counter. And counter. And counter. Well, hopefully it's not a terrible thunderstorm.
Commander,
Can you send it my way? Please? I need it to come in and close down my job for a day or two. The other, like this morning, I was talking with Mama Kitsune, and we were like, a hurricane took out Louisiana, and then we were like, a hurricane hit Louisiana, and we're like, God damn it! You coward hurricane! Come and take us out! Just enough to shut my job down for a few days. Oh.
Party isn't over yet, is it? Let's go back and enjoy ourselves.
I just got 3 more nights, and then I'm off.
Moving. Step back.
I'll follow along.
Get muffins, nice. I want muffins. I don't have anything, I don't have any snacks I could have, unfortunately. I could pop me some popcorn, but, you know, that's about it. The Admire, internal maintenance room.
So, this is the engine room? There's all sorts of cool stuff in here.
Don't even get me started. The ship is packed stem to stern with all kinds of important machinery. And cleaning it all is a nightmare.
Yeah, but the microwave generator is great for heating up frozen food.
What's in that corner?
That label, is that alcohol? You scoundrels, are you smuggling booze?
No, I have no idea what that's doing there.
It's rum. Would it be alright if I try some later?
Huh? Is that really you, Rappy?
I would appreciate it if you taught me more about this rum.
It seems a little weird, because she's all of a sudden, like, acting differently.
I'll prepare some snacks. You're all gonna love my starfish omurice.
While we're at it, let's set a date. What time works for everyone?
How about after this operation? I've heard that drinking on the deck makes everything taste better.
You know what's up. It certainly does. Especially when you're sneaking a few nips away from Helm's prying eyes. The taste is heaven. I mean, hypothetically speaking, that is.
Wow, quite a few of the machines here are made by Miscellus. Then again, I suppose it's not that surprising for you guys to be using another company's technology. The quality speaks for itself after all. There are
I
even
wish.
some with the Matisse emblem on them. How did you manage to get these? It's tough even for us to get our hands on dedicated Matisse machinery.
Quietly surveys the surroundings. I do the same, loosely following Maxwell's gaze. A part of the maintenance room is filled with machines containing the emblems for Miscellus and Matisse. Could this be for convenient plot upgrades?
No way.
We brought all the necessary equipment for upgrading Matisse. Everything is in perfect working condition, so you can use it straight away.
OMG! Power upgrade? I'm already at peak power. There's no need for an upgrade.
We worked really hard to haul all this stuff here. We'd be pretty bummed if you didn't use it.
Well, in that case, I suppose I'll use it.
How did you all manage to pull this off?
How?
Surface exploration is the most important operation currently being carried out by the Ark. Elysian, Miscellus, and even private companies are all eager to participate in some capacity. Surface exploration has been a long-cherished goal of the Ark. Any progress made during this exploration, no matter how small, will solidify a company's reputation within the Ark. Although there were some hiccups, such as the E2 crystal being secured by Pathfinder, and the dark matter being obtained by Absolute, surface exploration is still regarded as Elysian's forte.
In that case, Suen must have had a hell of a time getting us to be the ones chosen for this mission.
Actually, Matisse are the only ones who could have been sent up here. If it had been any other squad, the request would almost certainly have been denied. Elysian's squad was originally supposed to join this operation, but Suen contacted our boss. She asked if the Matisse upgrade facility, which had been planned for some time, could be sent aboard the Admire.
Suen did that?
That doesn't fucking sound like her at all.
Anyway, is anyone else hungry?
It hurts to admit this, but you're right. The Aegis squad isn't the best fit for this operation. We're not near the ocean, and this isn't a naval battle. The main reason we were deployed was to bring you these upgrade facilities.
I dunno. It's not such a bad deal. In exchange for us providing support, Miscellus has agreed to cover the maintenance costs of the Admire for a while.
That will keep us afloat for a while yet.
So, in order to ensure that Matisse was the top contributor in this operation, Ingrid made a sacrifice.
I didn't realize Ingrid and Suen were that close.
They're not.
Considering
Suen deserves to
loyalty
die.
among fellow CEOs.
Just
Ingrid has
drop
always
Suen
believed
from the
that
highest
CEOs
building.
Need to stick together. Maybe she
Like, you know,
hopes
Lion
that doing
King.
this will help that moronic Suen
Stab her
grow up.
hands. Let go. You know what Suen said to Ingrid?
From what I heard, she got on her hands and knees in front of all the secretaries and record keepers.
Suen on her knees?
I don't believe a word of
I
that.
would pay to see that.
I knew the situation was bad, but I didn't realize it was that dire. No, dude, we're not saying that. We want Suen to die.
I can't believe
You don't know it yet, but she fucked
This
up
isn't the
Uni,
time
and
to hesitate.
that's not a right thing to do.
I can't believe she went that far for us. Laplace.
She's only going that far so she can further her stupid
Did you hear
goals.
that? Suen may be an arrogant shrew, But she crawled on her hands and knees in order to get us this opportunity.
And then she'll sell you off to the highest bidder once she can. Okay? It's that simple.
She must have endured.
There's no humiliation. She doesn't care.
What do you mean?
Dropping her through a cliff.
Isn't it obvious? We fulfill our roles as the ultimate heroes.
You're not heroes.
Obviously, I've got issues with the terminology, but I'll play along.
Get ready. It's time to power up.
Wow, how majestic.
This scene doesn't feel... Why are there so many characters just getting major power-ups all of a sudden with really BS story upgrades? Mihara and Matisse getting just upgrades out of nowhere. It's like, we know Rappy went through a lot to get upgrades, but don't worry, we're going to shoehorn in upgrades for everybody else very easily. It does, and I get Missilus. Like, Missilus has always been the favorite of the storyline, and it really annoys me. Like, if everything didn't revolve around Missilus and Suyin and her need for whatever she's trying to do, I'd probably believe this story more. But the story is just so annoying. Like, Suyin's not a good person. She is a terrible human being.
Class is over.
We have been shown time and time again she does not give a shit. She literally turned Uni into an experimental weapon. Granted, I know Uni did some fucked up shit. But literally turning the girl into a fucking living weapon that can't even speak. And we're supposed to feel sorry for her? We're supposed to feel sorry for this character who has constantly time and time again shown us that she does not care about anybody but herself.
Don't underestimate me just because I'm a...
No! I will never feel sorry for Suyin. No matter how much the game tries to write the character to feel sorry for her. She literally brings it on herself with her actions. She literally brings it on herself. And every time we turn around, Missilus keeps getting added to the storyline through some BS means of, oh, they need to be the ones to do it. They're the only ones that can do it. When we haven't really been shown anything except for the one scene where Lapis is like, oh no, I'm gonna die. I don't have my brain thing to keep me alive anymore. Oh no, I have power, and then just jury rigs the cutscene, which still pisses me off to this day that it's Lapis that gets that moment. Like, I can't tell if this is the writer's thinly veiled excuse at having Missilus be important characters, or if this is, you know, somebody else in the room trying to put Missilus on a pedestal. I don't know.
Under the light of the kingdom.
Like, a lot of the writing just seems to be like, these threats are so much greater than they were before that we need more firepower or more upgrades and stuff.
Should I push a little harder?
When honestly, they aren't too much more difficult. Rappy can easily kick most of their asses. Even without Grave and Cinderella, we'd be fine. I don't know, it just seems there does seem to be a lot of plot hole writing in this.
I'll follow along.
There are several parts near the volcano presumed to belong to the fire dragon. While they are few in number, they should be collected due to their value. But what are these parts doing here? Doing there? It seems unlikely that the fire dragon would be beaten so thoroughly. Have there been some infighting amongst its kind?
I will move as you wish.
Okay, are they saying Nihilister and them were here? And this is where they ran to when they devoured her?
Moving.
Because they talk about Chatterbox and Indivilia.
It's a new venue for
And now Nihilister.
When I get upgraded, I'll be able to say all sorts of stuff like, "You there, chop chop."
Birdie, from now on, call me Powered Up Laplace, will you?
No,
Because my power levels are about to go through the roof.
I don't give a shit. I'm not calling you that. I thought the upgrade procedure would be more or less instantaneous.
Even though the facility was kept fully intact, I still have to make some adjustments. It'll take some time, so in the meantime, try and keep Laplace and Drake out of trouble.
I'm not. I'm gonna let them
That's why
die.
To keep them on a leash, those two are going to be out of control.
This is bad.
Don't worry, Birdie. Even if something goes wrong, I, the upgraded hero, will take care of it.
Can you die?
Frightening. What if my power becomes too great? Would everything else in the world cease to have meaning?
Can you die as well?
Terrifying thought.
I'm sorry, I hate these characters. Like, they were fine at first, but now they just keep getting thrown in and thrown in and thrown in. I'm tired of seeing them!
It is.
Don't get ahead of yourselves. Keep tracking Leviathan. I'll be doubling as your operator, so don't try and be a hero out there.
The Outmier's armaments are on standby. Feel free to request a bombardment whenever you need it.
I'll make sure that every shot finds its mark.
We also have Anchor scanning the...
I'd rather have Mori than these two assholes, okay? I'm sorry to say this. That's how bad these are.
Looks like you've been ousted from your position.
I would literally rather have Mori
It's not like
than
there's
Laplace and
in
Drake.
this area anyway. My sensors wouldn't have been useful either way. Besides, none of this
That's how much I hate
matters
them
since I'll be
so
getting a power
much.
upgrade. So there was a brief period where I didn't accomplish anything. So what?
You haven't accomplished shit.
Great power upgrade!
The prospect of us getting a power upgrade is exciting. So why do I find myself secretly wishing for it to fail somehow?
Please, for the love of God, that would be so nice. I understand exactly how you feel.
Oh, there's something ahead. Hold on. Beep, 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 beep. Scanning. I'm picking up a whole bunch of heat sources. About 5 clusters grouped together. 20 to 30 readings each.
Could that be where the eggs are gathered?
Let's check it out. We might find some new information. Soon
Looks
after...
like I was right. There's a whole bunch of eggs here. Far more than what we saw before. But,
Something seems off about this.
yeah. Even though I'm not sure what.
Don't they all seem a bit too neatly arranged?
That's it, Commander. I got too used to being around your messy room all the time. I forgot what proper organization looks like.
Hey, my room's not that bad.
Just kidding. Kind of.
God damn.
You seem to be onto something. All the eggs are rather neatly arranged. They seem to be separated into zones according to size and shape. Small eggs on the right, larger ones in the center, and unusually shaped ones on the left. The texture, shape, and color of the shells on the left are different from the others. These eggs were almost certainly sorted and arranged with intention.
But didn't Leviathan say that she had stopped being hands-on with the eggs? And left them to their own devices? Seems to me she was lying.
Agreed. These were clearly organized with a purpose. The eggs in each of these separate zones most likely have similar contents. The only way to tell is to open them up.
Last time they all opened when we got close to them.
Then, charge!
Lapis and Drake rush forward without me saying anything.
How about we use these two as decoys?
Live decoys, I like it. Thank
There's a
fucking
change in
God.
the heat signatures. Looks like they're activating.
Huh. That's interesting.
What is?
Whenever I had those two knuckleheads in tow, all of their reckless antics would drive me up the wall. But seeing them from afar, it's kinda amusing.
It's like they say, life is a tragedy when seen in close-up, but a comedy in long shot. I think that might be a bit different.
Laplace! Drake! Run!
Run!
This is the best time and the only time I'll say it's good on them for getting tortured. The surrounding eggs erupt all at once with an unpleasant splat. Countless raptures pour out and eat Drake and Lapis alive, and they are now dead forever, and we can now move on with proper story.
Watch over me.
No, but when I say I'd rather have Mori than Drake and Lapis, I mean it. I would rather have a character whose whole purpose is they suck at everything than two characters who literally are just memes.
Under the light of the kingdom, all shall meet.
Or walking stereotypes, I should say. Because that's what they are. They're a walking reverse stereotype. Lapis is the villain and Drake is the hero. But, you know, Lapis tries to be the hero, but she's a villain, and Drake is the villain, but tries to play the hero. Even if they don't admit it, that's how it goes, and I'd rather have that.
As long as we're together, I will never fall.
Situation contained. I'll examine the remains of the raptures. It's as we expected. Each rapture classification corresponds to a specific egg type. The larger and more ornate the egg, the higher the rank of the rapture inside.
Ooh. Which means that Leviathan has the technology to create enhanced fusions.
Yes, that much is certain.
She was lying through her teeth.
I wouldn't be so sure. The best way to deceive someone is to use the truth as a smokescreen to hide what's actually important. I don't think everything she's told us was a falsehood. Rather, hidden under the layers of truth, there was something she didn't want us to know.
Makes sense. But why would Leviathan want to hide the fact that she knows how to create superior fusions?
She probably figured that if we caught her, we'd try to stop her.
It looks to me like she's trying to create a heretic.
That was my initial suspicion. But this process doesn't seem capable of producing a heretic. Fusing a Nikke and Rapture together isn't something that can happen so easily.
That makes sense too.
That's not true. We all saw the 2.5 event. Mihara fused her Nikke core to a Rapture core very easily.
She could be attempting to mass-produce Tyrant-class Raptures. Based on our conversation with her in the Crystal region, the four beasts don't have any control over the Raptures. Only after a behemoth transformed and grew larger was she able to manipulate them. If size is a prerequisite for controlling Raptures, then Leviathan decidedly has no pull over them. But those black snakes seem to be entirely under her command. I think it's evident that Leviathan created them using the dark matter. Following that logic, these raptures that are hatched from these eggs, being made from dark matter as well, would also follow her orders.
That does
If she
make
thinks of
sense.
being capable of mass-producing Tyrant-class raptures, you won't be able to turn a blind eye to that.
True again. If she could produce these things on a mass scale, we'd be in a world of trouble.
They mentioned they wanted... They mentioned wanting to strike at the offsprings.
If the four beasts came calling with an army of Tyrant-class creatures in tow, even the offsprings would be in a tough spot.
Fortunately, only one Tyrant class has been confirmed so far. and it can't move outside of dark matter, so it doesn't seem like a major threat for the time being. But that may change depending on what comes out of these eggs next.
All right, let's keep going.
EX stage. We'll do that some other time.
My feet keep getting caught in the hem of this dress.
We will touch the EX stage at another time.
Proceeding to target.
I'll follow along.
Because if we have time, we'll do it before we end the stream. But if we don't, then we'll just keep going.
Encounter.
I'll follow along.
Like, I know I could just skip the fights, but you know, I use these fights in between the story beats to talk and stuff, and get our heads wrapped around of what the story's doing, like we always do, because that makes more sense than just skipping things and being like yada dabba dabba da ba 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 da ba ba ba. Yeah, it's very interesting. Like, again, that was my chin on my microphone. Again, there's some hits or misses with the story, but it's still holding up. It does feel like it's a very tonal shift between the previous chapter Rappy and this chapter Rappy. She's kind of more aloof, I guess.
I guess I have no choice but to.
Is that the word? Not aloof, I guess. Inquiring? I don't know, it's still
I can still keep fighting.
it's still one of those moments.
Under the light of the kingdom, all shall kneel.
She is, and it does seem like a very big jump from the previous chapter to this chapter.
I'll take this. Everyone follow me. As long as we're together, I will never fall.
I'll follow.
Encounter. Proceeding to target.
Don't underestimate me just because I'm a student.
Under the light of the kingdom, all shall kneel. Return to where you belong.
Did you know that things can happen if you press buttons? I now know that things can happen if you press buttons, but did you know? Darn, we almost had all the enemies murdered. We're too short. You don't believe me? I was about to say, kill him already. Jesus Christ. I really do hate some of these fights sometimes.
Did you see? Your king has won another victory.
Some of these fights get a little bit ridiculous.
Proceeding to target.
Ridiculoso.
Moving. Step back. It is dangerous.
I'll follow along.
That's a lot of fights between the next one. Holy shit. I think there's 3 there, and there's 2 more beside it.
Engaging.
Ugh. But also see, if I press the space bar, it's a button.
How do I look? Sexy, perhaps?
I press the space bar, which is a button on a keyboard. It does things. See?
How do I look?
I have the power!
I'll take lead. Everyone follow me and attack.
I love when the enemy comes from the top. I love when all the enemies spawn from like the center screen on the top. So when Red Hood's just bursting, she just murders them.
Together, I will never fall.
It's like, oh, you thought you were alive? Nope, you're dead. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead. Oh, you got it. Oh, oh, now you're dead.
Encounter. My feet keep getting.
Alright, I am gonna skip a couple of these fights only because that's like 6 fights. That's like 7 fights.
Moving. The party isn't over yet, is it? Let's go back and enjoy ourselves. I will move as you wish.
Holy shit, that's a lot of fights.
I will move. Did you see? Your king has won another victory.
Encounter. As long as we're together, I will never fall.
Moving.
I hate doing this because it feels less fun.
Encounter.
Did you see? Your king has won another victory. I will move as encounter.
But that is like, that's 3 fights there.
I will never fall.
So that was 3 fights right here. 2 more over there, that's 5. 2 more over here is 7. And then over here is 2 more. Is 4 more. Jesus Christ, that is a lot of fights.
Proceeding to target.
Which I didn't realize we were so close to the end. I probably could have just let it keep going.
Moving. Is this a new venue for the party? Moving.
We are a lot closer than I thought we were, and that's my fault. This doesn't really feel like we've done much in this chapter. We've had a lot of Anise stuff happen.
How do I look? Sexy, perhaps? Under the light of the kingdom.
We got there so far, that's about it. Yeah, we really haven't done much.
How do I look? Sexy, perhaps?
Which is really weird for us. Like, most story chapters felt like we've progressed. It does feel like we are stalling for time. Now, don't get me wrong, it could just be the way it is, but it doesn't feel like we've done really much this chapter at all.
Did you see? Your king has won another victory.
I'll follow along.
Encounter.
I will move as you wish.
Encounter!
A little too many dance partners for my taste.
Pierce through!
Just wait until I become an adult.
She's so schmexy.
Let's wipe them out and head back.
Murderification machine gun! Go burr. I think so. I think the boat actually is moving. Because remember, it's amphibious and has that wave jammer. Because, yeah, the boat was over here originally. I don't know how it got through here, because that's barely enough space to get that through there.
I will move. Is this a new venue for the party?
I'll follow along.
Like, there are nice little details they have, but, you know, there are some points where it's just like, why?
Watch over me.
Just a little more fully active. Here's through.
Go, Rappy, go! Go, Rappy, go, 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 go!
How do I look? Sexy, perhaps?
I pressed the wrong button. I meant to have Modernia go burr. Good. Following along with the fight since you haven't done the chapter yet.
Your king has won another victory.
So are you basically playing the chapter right now while I play it?
I will encounter. Proceeding to target.
That's one way to not get spoiled.
A little too many dance partners for my taste.
I may have overtrained for this. You're much higher level than I am. Aren't you like 450 or something by now? I know you're a lot higher level than I am. I only wanted to save up so I can get to 400.
Under the light of the kingdom, all shall kneel.
Just a little 436.
Return to where you belong.
Yeah, I'm just now barely reaching 800k. Still got a good 30k for it.
Did you see? Your king has won another victory. Moving. Is this a new venue for the...
I'll follow along.
A few days later.
Paradise exists on the surface. A place where there's no such thing as exploitation or dishonesty. Where you can be whoever or whatever you want to be, free from limitations. A place where there is no oppression or deprivation. Where you'll always have a safety net, no matter what. Eden, the last paradise on the surface, welcomes you all.
The video ends showing Dorothy seated at a tea table.
You don't like it, do you? I knew you wouldn't like it. I originally planned on giving you these huge angelic wings that would spread way out. Feathers would come fluttering down, and flowers would bloom.
It was good you didn't do that.
Huh? Really?
Uh-oh.
Huh. When did I say these things?
It's all synthesized audio.
I toyed around with some sound effects to mimic your voice as closely as possible. Honestly, it turned out way better than I expected, considering that the program was free.
I see. Who wrote the script?
I did.
You really despise the Ark, don't you?
They're technically...
What you mean?
I'm not used to
Technically,
speaking this way,
Anise.
but I like it.
Technically, Anise and Dorothy are really kind of the same character. The only difference is that Anise still cares for the people inside of it, while Dorothy just wants to kill people because she hates the Ark. Because we all know what the Ark has done to her. Once we complete Chapter 38, we're going to be doing Overzone because I have not actually finished that event. So we're going to be doing that event after this, by the way. Once we're done with these 2 chapters.
I like it a lot. All right, I'll hand over the channel to you. For one day, you can use it to say whatever you want.
Huh? But what about the ratings?
I don't care about the ratings. I was surprised with how much that sounded like something I'd say. I'm satisfied with your effort, and so I'll grant you a favor.
That's rather magnanimous of you.
And you, the one with the glasses.
Yes?
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 The one who asked me for my autograph.
Oh, that's me, Irie.
Come here.
Harry approaches Dorothy.
Hand me your phone. I want to get a closer look at your screen.
Oh, shit.
Do I have to? My phone is kind of my personal property, you know?
Oh, shit. Did Dorothy actually realize?
Like I'm asking.
Yikes! Why are you being so menacing over a phone? If you're so interested in phones, I can lend you mine.
Irie, did you not hear me?
Irie hands her phone to Dorothy.
I'd appreciate it if you could give it back sooner rather than later. I'm waiting for an important call.
I will.
Dorothy places her palm on Irie's phone screen and presses down.
How long do I need to hold down for it to read my information?
Oh shit, she already knew!
About 5 minutes.
God damn, she's smart. So she already knew. Eventually, she removes her hand from Irie's phone.
Will that do?
What's this all about?
I told you before, I have no reason to hide anything from you. You seemed awfully curious about me, so I wanted to oblige.
Dorothy leans toward Irie, speaking softly into Irie's ear, but loud enough for everyone else to hear.
Go
She
on.
says,
Find out all you can about me. What kind of person I am. What kind of life I've lived. And what the Ark did to me. It won't be easy.
There it is.
Best of luck to you.
I'll try not to disappoint you.
There's the twisted Dorothy.
I'm sure you won't. All right, everyone. I'm sorry, but could you all leave now? I want to rest.
Oh, I'm sorry, but can we use your studio? The facilities here are really nice, so I was hoping that I could do some editing and other stuff.
Do as you please.
Oh, by the way, Dorothy, there's a whole bunch of stuff to eat in the fridge. Can I have some?
I'll turn on the air conditioning.
Could I trouble you for a cup of tea?
We go from very menacing Dorothy moment to, can I have tea? I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting Dorothy to pull that. I wasn't expecting them to hit us with the old 1-2 combo of Dorothy knew it the entire time. That was honestly a shock. That was honestly an oh shit moment.
Just wait until I become an adult.
Return to where you belong. I'll take lead. Everyone follow me.
Yeah, she really is.
Sorry.
Like, we forget it. Like, that whole moment, we forgot how crazy Dorothy is. But, you know, getting to actually experience it. And being reminded why Dorothy is literally insane.
Sexy, perhaps?
And that she is smart to an extent. Like the fact that she knew that her phone was a scanner.
How do I look? Sexy, perhaps?
Granted, she probably made it very obvious that her phone was used for something. Because, you know, she's just bad at marketing. Very true. She is a very smart person. Just terrible marketing. Terrible at marketing anything. We'll do the EX stage some other time.
Proceeding to
Oh, there we go. We got it.
My feet keep getting caught in the hem of this dress.
encounter. Proceeding to target.
Also, that CG they used for that chapter was just frighteningly scary. Seeing a very highly detailed Dorothy mouth talking to Erie's ear was just haunting. That was worse than a horror. That was worse than a horror jump scare from Five Nights at Freddy's. Because I had seen that picture and I didn't realize that it was this chapter that it happens. Like, I was not expecting that to be the picture to come up. Gluttony's mouth. Yeah, Gluttony's mouth was less scary. But yeah, after we complete chapter 38, we're going to be hopping into doing Overzone. Because I never actually completed that event. I don't think I ever did. I don't even think I completed the original 12. I think that was when I quit the game.
The party isn't over yet, is it?
That was around the time that I had quit the game, gonna be honest.
Encounter. I will move as you wish.
Because I quit the game around that time. That's when I stopped really playing the game. And then, of course, the summer event happened, and I was like, summer event. Ooh, Jan's got a bikini. I'm back. So, I think it's properly timed to go ahead and hit the Overzone event. Old Tales to me will be a peak event. Because it solidified so much, gave us so much lore and information, and gave us characters that were just so perfect. I think a lot of the problem with Overzone came from the fact that it really hammered the time frame between the arc.
Glad I was able to protect everyone.
Like, the key problem with the game right now is that we don't have a proper timeline of when everything happens. We know that from Little Mermaid getting eaten by Gluttony to the current day has been 70 years. So Leviathan and the others have had 70 years to do whatever they're doing. So we know that. We don't know the gap between Little Mermaid being eaten and, you know, the satellite, or, you know, the elevator being destroyed. We don't know when that happened. We don't know how long the arc has been the way it is.
Moving.
There seems to be something underground near the arc. My intuition tells me it's incredibly valuable. Valuable enough that it's worth pursuing despite it being so deep underground. There being so many raptures nearby. Still, it seems worth the risk. Okay.
Is this a new venue for the party?
Interesting.
Moving.
But no, Old Tales was so good.
Commander, stay behind me.
Not only did we get superb voice acting from the voice actors themselves, but superb storytelling. And also, we got the most hated character in the entire game. Even more so than Crow. The new hatred for all of Nikke kind. And the one who started all of the problems we have to deal with now. Red shoes.
Everyone follow me and attack.
It's just mind-blowing. With the beloved thighs. The thighs that have veins in them. The character with the thick thighs that didn't save any lives. Actually, she had thick thighs that took so many lives. And it wasn't even enjoyable. Nope.
I'll follow along. Encounter.
That's not at all revealing about what's about to happen. Literally showcasing Behemoth in an egg. Like, I'm sorry. You could have made it to where it didn't look like it was Behemoth.
Proceeding to target.
They just... Why do you do... Who does that? Who spoils something for us to see? It's terrible!
A little too many dance partners for my taste.
Like, we know she's gonna be repaired. Like, it's not something we don't know. This ad needs to die. Dun, dun, dun.
Sexy, perhaps?
Also, I received my Twitch payout. I got my, finally got another Twitch payout. I don't get paid from Twitch very often because, you know,
As long as we're together.
they take more than half the payments every time you guys do something. But I got paid from them. It goes straight towards the projects.
My feet keep getting caught in the hem of this.
It is. I didn't even realize I had made enough to, you know, get it.
I will protect you.
So it goes straight into the bank account to go towards the next project.
Just a little more.
I hate those balls. My balls aren't even that good.
Under the light of the kingdom, all shall kneel. Return to where you belong.
The balls were so annoying I had to turn into Modernia's infinite murder mode. Just to get rid of the balls. Balls, balls, balls.
How do I look? Sexy, perhaps? Under the light of the kingdom.
You fuckers won't die. Thank God.
Class is over. What do you say we go back and enjoy the festival again?
Alright, we got an ad coming up.
I will move as you wish. Is this a new venue for the party? Proceeding to target.
Let's see how this starts.
Behemoth Zeg is up ahead. But I don't see Leviathan anywhere. It must be a trap.
Well, let's not approach it for now and hold back.
You cowards! I'm going in!
Drake.
Wait. There's something inside.
Staring more closely at the egg, it's hard to see clearly, but it appears to be filled with some kind of embryonic fluid, and floating inside is the silhouette of a person. Must be Behemoth.
That's her, all right. I recognize that outline.
How has she gotten so big so quickly? How many raptures has Leviathan been feeding her?
A lot.
I think Leviathan may have fed herself to Behemoth.
What?
When Nihilister was inside the Ark, she revived Indivilia and Chatterbox by feeding them parts of her own body. If sustenance is what Behemoth requires, then using another heretic's body would be the optimal choice. Although, it's hard to say how much she's ingested.
I still don't believe Leviathan is a heretic.
Let's keep our distance, and then try throwing a rock at it.
Oh, what do you think, Rappy?
I think I should stop trying to reason with you all.
Bang. Something falls from the sky and lands with a resounding crash. And the impact is strong enough to send vibrations all around. As the dust clears, someone can be seen sprawled on the ground.
So much for making a grand entrance. Ow. My nose is killing me.
Hello there.
My nose is bleeding.
Who are you?
What do you mean? You know who I am. Huh? You're not Leviathan.
Oh shit.
One of the 4 beasts.
Strange. I came here because I sensed something familiar. Do we know each other? Sorry. My memory isn't so great.
She thick, though. Well, she's more a little chubby. Hasn't Leviathan told you?
No.
Why would we say this? We're new friends of hers.
Oh, no kidding. No wonder. Gosh, Leviathan never tells me anything. Did she say anything about me? Did she say I was good?
Sorry, but she only told us about Behemoth.
Oh, I see. Maybe she forgot about me. Yeah. Oh, just so you know, the reason Leviathan forgot to mention me isn't because I'm weak or anything, okay? She's smart, but sometimes she forgets to mention important details.
Okay.
It's a bit embarrassing having to do this myself, but in any case, allow me to introduce myself. My name's Ziz. Got it?
Nice to meet you, Ziz. I'm Satsuna.
All right.
Don't stab me in the back or anything.
I'm Rappy. Leviathan and I are old friends.
Rappy, don't start making up any weird backstories.
Sorry, it didn't sound that outlandish in my head.
Rappy. Rappy.
I'm Laplace.
Oh, sorry. That was because I saw a bug on my arm. It's not because your voice was loud and startled me, alright?
Okay.
Laplace. Laplace.
And I'm and I'm Drake.
Drake.
Actually got her to not scream her name.
Nice to meet you, friends. This is my first time making new friends outside of Leviathan, Behemoth, and Bahamut.
It is Bahamut. Nice to meet you.
Are you here to see Leviathan?
It's been a while since we saw her, so we came to chat.
Now who's creating weird backstories?
Not necessarily wrong. Sorry, it sounded better in my head.
Okay, gotcha. But where is she? She's usually here.
And she went to get me some medicine for my upset stomach. Why would we say these lines? Why would we say these lines? This doesn't even sound like us.
Commander, what did I just tell you?
I can't help it.
Oh, Does your stomach hurt? Oh, hold on. Let me see if I have some medicine.
Whoosh. Ziz's wings unfurl, revealing a massive wingspan. The wings appear to have slimy textures reminiscent of dark matter. Ziz reaches into her wings and starts rummaging around.
Here it is. Take this. It'll make you feel better.
Oh, thanks. Glass bottle dripping with dark matter. The moment I reach out to grab it, Ziz suddenly pulls it back.
I'm not trying to take credit or anything. But make sure to tell Leviathan I was the one who gave this to you, okay?
Sure, I'll let her know how kind and thoughtful you are.
Kind and thoughtful? You don't have to go that far. Still, I'm sure it'd make her happy to hear that. Anyway, I hope you feel better. Oh, hey, it's Leviathan. Hey, Leviathan. I met your friends. You... What? I can't hear you.
This is hilarious.
They're enemies, you fool!
Huh?
Why did we have to say this shit?
You tricked me!
Rappy!
And count.
Everything goes black. The ground starts to shake violently. Unable to maintain our balance, we all tumble to the ground.
What's going on?
It's too dark. I hate the dark.
It's pitch black. I can't see 2 inches in front of my face. My body continues to tumble about as I crash against various surfaces, which I cannot see. All I can hear are the screams of my friends all around me. Just as my consciousness begins to fade, everything suddenly brightens. A blue sky dotted with picturesque clouds comes into view. What the? I feel like I'm in free fall. But how is it possible?
Commander!
We are in free fall. The wind is hitting us so hard that it's a struggle to even open my eyes. Once I manage to pry them open, I see that we're falling from an immeasurable height. What is going on?
Commander! I'm coming! 7 Dwarf 0. Activate!
7 Dwarf 0 thruster ignites. While distantly adjusting direction in midair, Rappy works her way towards me.
I'll catch you.
I crawl up into the brace position and slam into Rappy's arms hard enough that it feels like ramming into a wall.
I'll try and land somewhere.
Oh, well, Lapis and Drake.
Those two can handle themselves.
That is true.
Where do you think you're going?
Oh, shit. From afar, Ziz spreads her black wings and approaches us.
No! Fire the anti-aircraft guns.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I do agree. This would have been a perfect time to have a CG of, like, Rappy flying and catching us or something. Or of, like, Ziz with her wings spread out or something. While holding me tightly against her, Rappy skids across the ground for a long distance before coming to a stop.
That was close.
Too close for comfort. Oh, Lapis and Drake.
I told you. You've got nothing to worry about when it comes to those two.
Rappy points upwards towards the sky. Like a pair of tandem skydivers, Lapis and Drake hold hands and spin in circles as they descend.
Woohoo! Heroic tumble! No way! Villainous tumble!
I already hate them both again. The two suddenly let go of each other's hands, and each lands dramatically in what they clearly think is their coolest pose.
Heroic landing! Villainous entrance!
To land from such an incredible height is a remarkable feat. Even for a hero like me.
How invigorating!
I already hate them again. I'm too tired to be amazed anymore. I agree. Ziz dives straight at us from the air. The fusillade of an anti-aircraft fire from the Admire can't keep up with her speed.
Dang, she's too fast. Tell the systems to leave the target then.
I'm
trying, but she's still too fast.
Then manually adjust.
There's no way I can pull that off.
Ziz closes the distance in an instant. Elapis and Drake stand between her and us.
Let's go!
They're going to take her on themselves.
Boom! Ziz, diving at high speed, is intercepted by Lapis and Drake. A massive shockwave ripples outwards through the ground, and a black screen closes in.
What are you guys? Heretics? We're not heretics. We're heroes. No, we're villains. Huh? Which one is it? Pierce through. Huh?
Oh, shit! Rappy deploys her drill and swings it upward to form an uppercut. But just before the drill pierces Ziz's side, her wings surge forth to block the attack.
What?
Dark matter splatters everywhere. Ziz immediately retreats.
What are you guys? You tricked me. You're nothing but a bunch of scoundrels. But why are you so strong? If I'd known that, I wouldn't have attacked you on my own. But I'm not scared of you. Don't think otherwise. Not for a second. I'd have done a lot better if I had some backup. It's just that I hate an uneven fight. There's too much to think about when I'm going up against multiple opponents.
Swoosh! Ziz's massive black wings spread out. Her wingspan is immense, big enough to engulf us all.
That's what happened. You scooped us up in those wings of yours, lifted us in the air, and then dropped us.
Not bad, right?
Well, I mean, if Rappy couldn't
I can
fly...
and super fast at that. I'm also really good at finding important things. And I'm smart. I know when to call for backup.
Splat. As I adjust my stance, it feels as if I've stepped into something thick and viscous. As I look downward, I see the entire ground is soaked in dark matter. It must have been from earlier, when Ziz's wings got hit. Splurch! A warmth spreads across my side. My legs feel wobbly. Oh shit! I look down again, trying to get my vision steady. Leviathan leaps out of the dark matter, cackling and drenched in my blood.
Commander.
I did it! It's Vapos. So, this is the feeling the behemoth was talking about. It feels like every single cell in my body is vibrating. I'm not even sure if I can contain all this dark matter. Leviathan! But then again, no one's better at controlling dark matter than me.
Bubble, bubble, bubble. Dark matter starts surging out of Leviathan.
Yes!
Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome.
This is it! That's the feeling. I can do it!
What?
Die, traitors!
Bright light burst forth.
Everyone, brace yourselves. She's going to transform.
Wait, are we actually going to have her transform? Is that actually going to be our fight, as Leviathan transforming? I guess that does make her heretic then. Oh, it's not even complete.
How do I look? Sexy, perhaps?
This feels like an incomplete transformation to me.
Under the light of the kingdom, all shall kneel.
How do I look?
I don't know, this doesn't feel like a proper transformation. Because there wasn't even a mention of it. Phase 2 incoming? I don't know.
I'm glad I was able to.
Probably in chapter 38.
Did we just take down a heretic after it transformed?
It didn't feel like it was all that difficult, to be honest.
Because it wasn't our proper
Doesn't she
transformation.
look a bit different than Behemoth did when she transformed?
Could she be incomplete?
Leviathan, are you okay?
I failed. My transformation only half succeeded. I really thought it would work. Maybe I really am a born loser.
No, that's not true. Sure, you're short, really scary, and have a huge forehead.
Those are all pluses in my
I
book.
aspire to be like you.
Thanks for the kind words. Anyway, let's try this.
Ziz wraps Leviathan within her wings, forming a spherical shape. She then spreads her wings once again. Muffled sounds come from inside the black sphere. Ziz cradles the black sphere and in an instant leaps into the air, disappearing from our view.
Commander!
Rappy rushes over to me and crouches down. She quickly rips a section of my shirt, revealing the side that Leviathan pierced.
I thought this might happen, so I brought plenty of hemostatics, antibiotics, and anesthetics. Hang in. Huh? Huh?
Rappy lifts the other side of my shirt.
Commander, didn't you get stabbed by Leviathan?
Oh, my natural healing factor. I'm now Captain America. I did.
How are you feeling pain-wise?
What a ridiculous question. Of course it... Hold on, it doesn't hurt.
Makes sense, considering there's no wound.
What the
Your
fuck?
body is caked with blood, so that tells me you were definitely stabbed, but... I think the wound's already healed.
I am now God. I don't know if that's going to clip right, but I'm going to try to clip it.
What? That doesn't make any sense. Are we sure he was stabbed?
How else did she get the blood?
My own two eyes. It was scary.
Could it be the healing powers of a hero that have only been heard of in legend?
Shut up, Lapis. You're ruining everything.
No longer a sidekick, but a full-fledged hero.
I want you to
Chibi,
die.
Quiet down.
Now, everyone report back to the Admire. We've got plenty of medical equipment on board meant for humans. We can get a better look.
I get up. My body feels as light as a feather. It scarcely feels like I ever got stabbed at all. What is going on?
Let's move. What should we do about that egg with Behemoth inside?
I'll keep an eye on it. A villain is the one who does the taking, not the other way around.
Man, we should get
Close
stabbed
watch on
more
it, too.
often.
As a hero, it's my sacred duty to safeguard this egg.
Okay, I'll let you two handle that. Although, I'm not entirely sure what that egg has to do with being a hero. Let's go, Commander. Can you walk?
Nice, you can do it. Just takes grinding. As a matter of fact, I think she could even run.
Let's get you cleaned up first. You need to wash off all that blood.
But it's my blood. It's my blood. I want to keep my blood on me. I look cool. As the commander pose, as we pose, and it's just covered in blood. Oh yeah, there's blood everywhere. I wash off the blood using the bottled water that Rappy hands me. The blood has already dried up and hardened, so it's a bit difficult to clean. How did it dry up that fast? Rappy, standing off to the side, clears her throat.
Commander.
Yes. Yes, Rappy.
The next time we meet Leviathan, am I permitted to use force against her?
Why?
She has no intention of talking. We approached her with open arms, but all she did was come at us with the intent to kill. She got us all wrong. And it's got me annoyed.
Annoyed.
Yes, annoyed.
Be my guest.
What? Why are you laughing?
Nothing. Do whatever you like, Rappy. Just don't be too rough with her.
Roger. After I'm done with her, she'll be begging to talk with us.
Oh, is that the chapter? Chapter 37, Struggle, Mission Clear. Chapter 38, Gluttony. Let's go back to... We still in the chapter? Okay, yeah, we are.
I will move as you wish.
Gluttony? Oh, no.
I will move as you wish.
Let's just pick up this item real quick since we're right here. You guys saw silver liquid here, didn't you? It dissolves anything it touches, so stay far away from it. Don't ever touch it. Never, ever. Not even the tip of your finger, the teeniest tip of your toe. Don't so much as think about it. Don't ever go near it. Don't say I didn't warn you if you come into contact with that stuff. You're dead meat. I'm not speaking in metaphors here. You'll all be dead as a doornail. Well, okay then. Well, that was chapter 37. It ended better than I thought it would be. It's a little, it's a little much. I'm not gonna lie. The way it ended was a little... It was a little much. Like, all of a sudden we have... Our healing power is now on a much grander scale than it was before. Seems a little bit much.
Did you call? Despite my appearance, I'm in fact working as a librarian.
I had a doll and I might as well give it to her. So that was chapter 37. I'm looking forward to chapter 38. It's hit or miss with the story. It's good and it's bad. It's weird. It's a weird jumbled mashup. It's got its points and then it's got its flaws.
I'm interested in
Of course, every chapter has that. But this one felt like it needed a bit more story to it. Maybe one or two more story points in that chapter would have helped flesh things out. She's an interesting character. They've given her they've given her enough quirks and uniqueness to her personality in what little time we've had to meet her that it feels better than what we got in Unbreakable Sphere with Mori, who's just bad at everything. And was, you know... It's a very big contradiction between the two sides that we see. But I'm enjoying it. We'll definitely be doing this next Saturday. Next Saturday for chapter 38. I don't have much else to say.
While you're sitting there twiddling your thumbs, prices are rising
Except
and shares are fluctuating.
Best girl's on the screen right now.
Money unless you get up and do something.
Best girl is on the screen. I'm guessing it's just command center. Oh wait, we got some items. If they ever gave Jan an overspec, I'd probably die of happiness. That's what I'm saving my gems for. That's why I don't ever try to go below a certain point in gems, because I'm like, I need to save them all. I'm trying not to spend my gold tickets either, so I can, you know, if they do that. Or even if it's just a seasonal version of her, like, you know, a Christmas version. Or like a proper summer version, you know. One of those things I'm definitely going to be trying to get her. Please shift up if you ever steal my stuff. If you ever watch my streams, give my girl some love.
Keeping your eyes peeled for any opportunities is something any true entrepreneur should be doing.
I want her to have another outfit. Unfortunately, you guys, this is where I will have to end it here today. I need to use the restroom. My stomach's been growling for a while now. And I am tired, so this is going to be me winding down. But thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for hanging out. I will be back with more Nikke next Saturday. There will be a Dino Crisis stream on Wednesday. So if you would like to see me play more Dino Crisis, I'll be on Wednesday. Until then, enjoy yourselves. Have a good one. Remember, as I always say, make love, not waffles. Or does it make waffles, not love? I don't remember at this point. I actually don't remember. I think it's make love, not waffles. Either way, have a good one. Enjoy yourselves. Go punch some dolphins. They've had it too good for too long. I'm Setsuna Fox, and I will figure out a better way to end my stream sooner or later. Bye-bye, everybody!